Hi, this is Russ Anderson. Once you've match moved a 360 VR scene in SynthEyes, there are a number of methods to determine which way is up, i.e. where the horizon is going to be in the finished result. Now, ultimately, this is an artistic decision, and this tutorial is one of several looking at different methods to help you with that. In this particular tutorial, we're going to be using the path of the camera, and this method is applicable for shots where the camera stays a largely constant height off the ground. Here we've got a plane flying, may or may not be at the same height. More typically, it's something that's on a vehicle or maybe on a person and moving over flat ground for a period of time. So we're going to start with our already solved scene here, and we'll go over to the 3D view, and I'm going to turn off the display of the 3D points so that we can focus in on the camera path. You see it's in a slightly brighter color here. That was obtained just by going to the preferences and selecting the color for the camera and object path. This applies to the perspective view as well as the 3D views here. And we're going to level the camera out and the path out by rotating the entire scene. The simple way to start on that is just to grab this and start spinning it, and you'll notice that it's not exactly level. It's reasonably level from the left view, but you can definitely do better. And you have the choice of rotating the scene around in the different viewports here, where it's you're rotating around the coordinate axes and the overall XYZ coordinate system. You can also go and adjust the pan tilt roll angles of the camera on the current frame. So I can go and twist it around a bit, and as I do that, I'll flatten it out, in some of the views and not in others. So the idea is to go and make a series of changes to this that do have the effect of ultimately making it relatively level. And as you see, it's going to be very rare that it's perfectly level, just because the real world really isn't like that. You can get something that's a reasonable approximation. And you can move to any different frame in the shot to help in this process, where the pan, tilt, and roll angles line up to something, and you can spin the whole thing around as well to help do that. So you have a bunch of ways to do it. I think pretty much you're going to find a way to get it done pretty quickly, no matter what. Once you have it flattened out so that it's at the same height throughout the shot, the other thing you'll probably want to do is adjust what the user sees dead center right when they start up the movie. So, typically that's going to be having the viewer looking right at the center of the image that you started with. And that corresponds to having the camera looking straight ahead in this top view. It's looking straight on from the front view. So we can just spin the whole scene around on that front view until that is the case. And once you've got the path to your satisfaction, then you can just go and run the stabilize from camera path script, and that'll start updating the shot imagery so that it's fully level throughout the shot. So let's just start that playing back. And you'll see we've got a nice level shot, and that's true no matter what. No matter what decision we make as far as which way is up, the shot's going to be perfectly stable throughout, just due to how we've done the match move in the first place. So recall that this line here is actually not the horizon. That's one of the roto masks that we set up initially. If you want to go and look how this comes out on the horizon level, you can go and look in the perspective view and look around there. You see it's a reasonable approximation to the horizon line. We might choose it a little bit differently. based just on the horizon level here within the perspective view, as we've done in some of the other tutorials. But it's not bad. This is just telling you that maybe the plane isn't flying 100% dead exactly at the same altitude during the entire length of the shot. And that shouldn't really be a surprise, right? So hopefully this gives you another way of doing your alignments based on what kind of shot you have. Thanks for watching.